at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. The hosts suffered an unfortunate 2-run loss in the opener, with their batsmen playing fancy shots and falling short of the Zimbabwe total of 254 by just 2 runs. Skipper Chris Gayle was an angry man post the match and criticised his batsmen in surrendering to the chase. As a result, he has kept out Dinesh Ramdin and Dwayne Smith. In their place have stepped in Darren Sammy and David Bernard Jr. In Ramdin's absence, Andre Fletcher is likely to keep the wickets. Zimbabwe meanwhile have made one change. They have brought in Christopher Mpofu in place of Shingirai Masakadza. Zimbabwe would expect Sibanda and Brendan Taylor to come good once again. Zimbabwe have won the toss and decided to bat first again on the same wicket where the first match was played. The pitch is not amenable to bounce and the side batting second may find it harder to score fluently. But it is a West Indies side that has been stung by the defeat in the first match, and we have an interesting battle on the cards as we join our commentators Neil Johnson and Tony Cozier.
Now Kemar Roach will take up the attack for the West Indies. Sakadza will be the batsman in strike, and we're all ready for the first ball of the second one-day international. Zimbabwe lead 1-0. New wicketkeeper Andre Fletcher, and he gives up a bye. First ball, not a good start at all. Andre Fletcher, an occasional keeper, he keeps for the Windward Islands every now and again. Lyndon James is the number 1 keeper for the Windwards, so he's taken the place of Ramdin. Ramdin having a rather difficult time of late, not up to his usual standards with the bat or behind the stumps, and he's paid the price for that. Fletcher has taken his place, but he's not a regular keeper. Roach has troubled Sibanda. In fact, has troubled all the batsmen with his pace in both the 2020 international and on Thursday here in the first one-day international. Clyde Duncan stood on Thursday and is doing so here again, native of Guyana. 20th one-day international for him. And the Australian Simon Taufel is over at square leg. 149th one-day international, very experienced. Good shot. That'll go for 4. That's the confidence you get from making 95 in your previous match. No real pace, no real venom in the ball, and Sibanda in position very early. Guessed an indication of the slowness of the pitch, and that's a fine shot to get him going.
Yeah, it was a fine shot, wasn't it? That first ball struck him straight in the chest, and this one, yeah, he took it on and put it away in front of the square. But Jeffrey Dujon was absolutely right. There's not much pace in this pitch. They've given it a bit of water, held it together a bit, but just sat up there. But it was a wonderful strike, wasn't it? It didn't really get up high. He just watched it carefully, put it away.
He's got this down to fine leg. This is a man in form. Sibanda. Roach generally keeps the ball right up to the bat, and I think after that pull for 4 you'll find that he'll go back to the basics.
But he has caused problems to Sibanda, hasn't he? He's got it nice and full outside off stump, and Sibanda was never able to get him away in last match. But what he did do well, Sibanda, that is, he just hung in there, didn't chuck his wicket away at all.
Could be out. It could be out here. That was a gamble, and I don't think that that's a gamble that will pay off. The West Indies feel that they've got him. That was an easy piece of running out by Roach. He had no problem. He ran straight onto the ball, picked it up, flicked it on the stump. Sibanda well short of his ground, and that's the kind of start which Zimbabwe could do without. It always was going to be touch and go, always suicidal. And once Roach hits the stumps, that's out, easily out.
What an athlete Roach is, wasn't he? He just came out of there, picked it up, flicked it in. Sibanda's an athlete as well, but he's well short. He's on his way, 95 in first game, and this one he's gone. Run out in the first over. Sibanda loses wicket, not what Zimbabwe wanted. They wanted a good start, they haven't got it. Vuzi's gone for 5. Zimbabwe's 6 for 1.
There's Brendan Taylor. Good record. Dave Bernard, it will be, who will open the bowling. More of a swing bowler, medium pace, coming into the side for the first time in the series. As a catch it is. Opened the bowling quite a bit for Jamaica this year in the regional 4-day competition, but no real pace about him. Generally speaking, brings the ball back in to the right-hander. And that'll go with 4. Just lost his line there. He's bowling in swing. Comes off the pad. Doesn't matter. It goes to the score, of course. Leg buys. Just losing his line. Now, a suggestion from Pollard to Bernard. And with the inward movement, I would suggest that Pollard is saying, well, what about somebody else? On the leg side, perhaps the fine leg go a lot finer where that ball went, because there is shape on this delivery. There is inner movement. Down to third man, over his head for 6. Should have been back on the boundary. Miller down there might not have taken it, but wasn't too far over the ropes. Good shot by Taylor, deliberate. Short, helped away. Now how far did it go? That would have been a straightforward catch had he remained on the ropes. Now, was he playing a shot or not? Telford decides that he wasn't. But Bernard is playing a rat-a-tat-tat with the pads here.
Bernard's only gone for the 1 run so far in the 1.3 overs, but he's had some good appeals. Was he playing a shot? But that's come back a long way. That's very, very close.
Maiden over. 18 4.5 to 4. He's hammered that through, took an opportunity, came down. It looks as if it'll go all the way. Yes, it does. So Mazakaze just not content now to just block and down the wicket.
Yeah, Bernard just hit line and length, hasn't he, the whole time, and Mazakaze just working it out now. Come down the wicket, catches it on the half volley. He's a strong guy, is Mazakaze. Finds a bit of width and he just chucks those hands at it and swings through it. Finds the gap, needs to get a few gaps, needs to get himself going. But the West Indies are changing the field placing.
That's well bowled. Bernard just saw him come in. Didn't see him come in the previous delivery. But now just sent it a little bit wider. Gale's gone in. The field change that Neil Johnson was referring to. Gale has gone from slip to short extra cover. Of course, we are still in the first 10 overs and the field restrictions apply. Only 2 men outside the 30-yard area. He struck that well again. This could be another boundary. It will be. Outfield is fast. So after a maiden over from Dave Bernard, he's now gone for 2 boundaries, 2 good shots in opposite directions, both drives.
He's come down the wicket again and just flicked it through leg side. You were calling earlier, Tony, to have someone on that leg side as he's swinging it in. This is where your keeper's going to be tested now. Can he come up to the stumps and keep Mazakaze from not going down the pitch?
It looks as if Fletcher will come up to the stumps. All the best, Andre. He's not a regular keeper. And Bernard is medium, but still sharpish. Helmet comes out. I hope he has more protection than just head protection, but I'm sure he does.
Well, that's part of the one-day game now, isn't it? The keeper's got to be a quality keeper. He's got to be able to stand up to the stumps, keep the batsman in his crease. But here we go. He's going to get tested.
Just a single. Edge. They think of a second and they take it. He's home. They're asking for the television replay, but I'm sure he's home. Slid home. First bounce return, so that took some pace off of it.
Wonderful fielding in down in third man. Slide across, pick up on his feet, whips it in. Taylor was run out first game. I'm telling you, he's close. Oh, he just snuck himself in there. Taylor was run out with a good kick from Pollard first game, but this one, he's just got himself in. Whoa, that was close.
Quite clearly, Taylor was in. Well, we finally get the green light. Lovely shot, beautifully played off the legs for four. Over-pitched and in position. That's an excellent shot from Masakadze.
Well, he says he didn't try and force it or anything, he just let it come on and slapped it through. But he's come down to Roach. He's walked down the pitch slightly. Roach just drifted in on him and wonderful timing.
Well, that's the thing in these limited overs matches. He bowls a short ball, the umpire signals, okay, that's one for the over. The batsman has free rein to come down the pitch. He knows it's not going to be short from there on. Or shouldn't be. Nice little outer. But you wonder, I know some fast bowlers of distant and also recent vintage who wouldn't be too concerned with that. They'd give away the no ball by bowling another short one, coming down at a fast bowler. No.
You know, some crazy fast bowlers, because a lot of them are crazy, aren't they?
Were you riding up Michael Holding again? You stepped in it earlier by saying that you don't associate good fielding with West Indian fast bowlers.
I didn't say good, I said great fielding. Or didn't I? I couldn't have said that, Tony.
You better had moved a long way away from Holding. Good thing Joel Garner's on the other side as well, West Indies manager. Down to third man. Here's the catch now. This time he's got it. Masakadze cuts it straight into the lap of Miller. Straightforward catch. A second wicket falls. 34 for 2.
He's gone with a short one, hasn't he, Tony? He's listened to you and gone short at Masakadze, who's just driven him through mid-wicket for 4. But this one, he only manages to get it down to third man. Roach is chuffed. Gives the windmill. Kisses the badge. He's done his job. He's bowled brilliantly. Masakadze's on his way. He's gone for 14. It's 34 for 2.
Tatenda Taibu is in now. And a perfect forward defensive shot to greet Roach. End of the over, 7 gone, 34 for 2. So the West Indies have got 2 wickets to start with, both to Roach, 1 a run out.
Got it through. That will go all the way.
Barnard started so well, and he comes back into the West Indies side, having not played in the first ODI, but just a little wide in that occasion. As Tony Kosher mentioned, looked a quality play against the Bangladesh spin.
That's 4. Not allowed to have too many men outside the circle at this stage, so not too many boundaries are protected. 10 runs from that over, 44 for 2. Got it through again. All you've got to do is place it when you time it that well. It will go all the way quite easily. 50 up for Zimbabwe. 6 runs from that over 50 for 2. Have a look at that shot. No great effort, just a matter of placing it because he knew that he was timing it well. Once you get it into the gap, doesn't matter if it's on the ground or in the air, it's 4 runs.
Taibu had pretty good knock in the first ODI, getting 56. But Zimbabwe not in the strong position as they were 2 days ago. They were 67 for 1 and 2 for 167, and we have the first bowling change.
Bowled beautifully in his first spell on Thursday, Suleiman Ben. Had 6 overs, had 4 maidens amongst those 6 overs. Just 8 runs coming off his bowling. Well placed. Again, the timing. That one won't get to the boundary. Bernard doing the chasing. Good work. Not the best of throws, but once you release the ball, that's the important thing. Men running aren't absolutely sure if the throw is going to be accurate. They just see the ball in the air and decide, no chance of another run. That's the signal coming from umpire saying it's another power play. Of course, that particular signal means it's the bowling power play. So many times we see that happening with the fielding team taking their optional power play immediately after the first 10 overs are completed. Good shot, excellent shot, beautiful timing and the placement. That will go. He won't stop that one.
There's Taylor again showing his technical ability, not looking to hit it too hard, but good placement there by the Zimbabwe right-hander.
No great effort again.
Slip comes back in now for Taibu, face Ben. And that's a wonderful shot. Finds a gap between mid-off and, or should I say long off on deep extra cover. Ben gave it some air, a little temptation there. He got the slip in. And Taibu played it beautifully.
Well, he gave it some air and he also gave him some width. Taibu picked the gap. Didn't try to keep it down, just got it over the infield.
Sammy continues, and that's well struck, right over the top, got under it and hit it really well, and goes all the way. Deliberate shot. They just now drop back the field of Gale. Only needs to have 4 men within the ring. He's got 5, or had 5, and now he does. Drops the fielder back.
A nice straight player, Brendan Taylor. With fewer than 20 one-day internationals. In fact, Gale and Chandapol over 200. The next man on the list is Miller with 27. Correction, Sammy 33. Miller 27. So there's a big difference there. Long chase around for the fielder. Good piece of fielding. David Bernard. Good return as well. Good piece of work by Bernard in the boundary. West Indies won this. Not a good delivery at all from Gale. Full stretch. Knocked it back. Up he gets quickly. Just looking at experience here, Jeffrey, most of them Zimbabweans over 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Zimbabweans giving him out like before. Well, Gale gets a luck on the second occasion. Beat Taylor with the first one. Thought he had him then, thought he had him now. Showed it umpire Duncan.
Well, the first one looked reasonable. May just have turned a little bit too much. Let's see this one, which is just, I would think, pitching just outside off stump. Comes back in, close at best, but Taylor has to go for 47, 93 for 3.
Stuart Matsakaneri comes in now to join his very good friends. They're very close, himself and Tatenda Taibu, from the time they were at school together. Played all their cricket together, came into the Zimbabwe team. Change in bowling, still left arm spin, but it's Nikita Miller who takes over from Sulman Ben. Ben 6 overs, none for 24. Taylor went leg before to Gale. Turned in, beat him on the front foot for the second successive delivery. Well bowled.
There is a bit of turn out there from Nikita Miller. We probably didn't see it from Sulman Ben because he bowled so full. But it is turning a bit.
Hit it straight to a short extra cover. Off the back foot. Stuart Matsakaneri never settled. And Nikita Miller picks up the wicket. 4 down for 100 now.
Well, you seem to have forgotten that the ball isn't coming onto the bat. Matsakaneri leaned back as well, which didn't help to keep the ball down, and Chris Gale doesn't drop those. Nikita Miller picks up his first wicket. Matsakaneri didn't hang around for very long. It's 100 for 4.
Nearing the halfway stage, 24 overs gone. Zimbabwe 100 for 4. Greg Lamb comes in now to join Tatenda Taibu, on whose slender shoulders a lot rest now for Zimbabwe. Most experienced player in the side, 114th One Day International today for Taibu. Not so with Greg Lamb. Made his One Day International debut in Thursday's match. Bowled well.
Just a little too wide on that occasion. Good service to Fletcher. But what a difference did they make? A couple of days ago they were 215 for 4. And swept straight down to Chandra Paul. So the middle question being asked here, the Zimbabwe slip further after not the kind of start they had in the opening day. They're now 5 for 107 in the 26th over.
Well, Reds have been exciting, haven't they? Look at Miller's excited. The whole bunch of them, they've been good out there today, have they? Tatenda Taibu's gone for 31. Zimbabwe 107 for 5.
New batsmen arrive, and Nikita Miller would like to frame those figures. 2 for 8. Wasn't as effective in the first game, 1 for 52 of 10. He's done his job so far. Simon getting a top edge there, going easily. The Chandra Paul, an experienced player like that, wouldn't miss.
You're just keeping him tight.
Return coming in, and not a diving effort. We've seen many situations like that where there was an effort to just get back in at all costs. It wasn't quite there for that easy single. These two have to set about to repair the damage, the early damage done by the West Indies. Cool, no sun, but good weather, breezy. Lovely play off the back foot, almost with all the timing in the world. It didn't look like it had a tag of 4 on it when the shot was well played, but it was well placed.
Well, Gal's brought the fielders up, so there is, if he pierces that gap, then he can get a boundary, and Chickenborough, a wonderful timer of the ball.
Yes, that's a wide shot of the ground. This used to be a sugar estate, and when Guyana was in fact awarded the World Cup with Indian financing, Trinidad and Tobago architect and Claude Guillaume, and they built a very beautiful stadium. Drains very well. Of course, Neil, this pitch is not going to play all that easy, so Zimbabwe will need to try and give themselves some bit of a chance for the score around the 200 mark.
That's right, isn't it? They talk about this pitch. Jeff Dujon just said it's going to get slower and lower, and not the easiest pitch to play your shots on. So you've got to hope that the Zimbabweans are going to get somewhere around about, well, they've got to go over 200, don't they, Reds? They've got to be 220 at least. And then really bowl well, and we've seen how they've used their spinners right through, and then sneaky single, but they've used their spinners really well. Chingambura, sweet timer of the ball, got something short from Miller, and he puts it away. Gale's got an attacking field, but Chickenborough finds the gap. Miller just missing his length ever so slightly.
Zim needed that at that moment, just making room. He just pulled away and found the ropes. Miller now bringing the batsman forward, but can Gale be bold enough to have an orthodox mid-off and mid-on at this time?
He's just spread it now, hasn't he? He's pushed that sweeper on the offside back. And to Chickenborough, I think he's got to keep those men back at this stage. But Miller's bowled well up until now, just gave him an easy one to put away. A few runs from that over, 8 runs from the over. It's 122 for 5.
Gone past Fletcher, that will go all the way.
And they'll take them any way they can get them. This should go down as a chance, wide, genuine outside edge, and Fletcher just a little bit late getting across, but he's just a part-timer.
That's a good shot. Gave himself a bit of room. Put that left leg outside the line of leg stump so that he could hit inside out and get it over the offside.
good improvising. Saw the long off up. All he had to do was get it over his head. Long off pushed back now.
And that's exactly where he has hit that one, where the fielder came from to make sure that long off could go back. Deep backward square is now inside the circle. This is good batting. Chikumbura just watching to see exactly where the fielders are and taking advantage of them.
Intelligent cricket. Got a bit of a top edge on that.
Now in the air, who's going to take the catch? The bowler is under it. Miller takes the catch. Lamb goes. Top edge, sky up. 6 down for 180. Lamb out for 23.
Well, you've got to be much happy with the performance today, Tony. They really have done well. They're fighting in the field. Miller's bowled well, and he shows a bit of passion here when he takes it as well. The whole thing's been good. The West Indies have been superb, and they've got the breakthrough they wanted. They've broken the partnership. Lamb's gone out for 23. It's 180 for 6.
Chikumbura down the wicket over the top of the infield. Gale's after it, will haul it back. Chikumbura good at finding space in the air in these power play overs. Carries him to 49. Creamer has come in. Won't face right away. Leg spinner. More known as a leg spinner. That's his 54, Chikumbura. Elton Chikumbura. Good striker of the ball. Good cricketer. And an important innings by him, 50.
Well, he's a good striker of the ball, hasn't he? He's managed to go over the offside a few times, down the ground a few times, swept a few boundaries. Wonderful striker of the ball, and he knows while he's out there, Zim have some sort of chance of getting above the 200, 220 mark.
Creamer's a long way down. Just got back in time. And that's gone. He can't clear the infield this time, Chikumbura, and he's headed straight to the inner line. Roach gets the wicket. 6 down now for 180, 7 down for 183.
Well, he deserved this, hasn't he, Roach? He's bowled well right up front. He's bowled well in the middle period as well, and now he's come back in the power play and bowled very well. He's just hitting that deck hard, get some movement, good pace. Chikumbura, the dangerous guy, he's gone. He's gone for 50. It's 183 for 7.
Off the mark right away. The captain, Prosper Utzia, has come out. Still a lot of work to do. This is over number 46. Chikumbura going to Roach in this over. That'll go for 4. It's a very, very fine edge indeed. Just looking to run at the third man in the general vicinity, and he gets a bonus.
Roach doing nothing wrong here. He shakes his head, but no. It's an unlucky one. Bottom edge, race away. Zim will take anything they can get hold of now. Need the runs.
That's well hit. That's a good hit down the ground. That's gone all the way. Superbly struck by Creamer. That's exactly what Zimbabwe wanted. They've pushed on now to 200. 203 for 7. Absolutely straight back overhead.
He's given this attempt a few times, and now this time he catches it in the middle, but that's the minimum they would have required, was to get themselves over the 200. And that's what Creamer's just got them now, popped along 6, and now put them over 200. 203 for 7 with 8 balls to go. Can they get themselves up to 220? A few big clean hits like that they can.
Plenty of space on the leg side. There's time for two here. Always time for two. Good piece of fielding, but he was too far away, Dave Bernard, to make any difference to the second run. Swooped on it. Good return right alongside the stumps, but always two. Plenty of braille estate on the leg side. Vast areas.
Another very good return in from the outfield, and it's been an aspect of the game, hasn't it? The fielding by the West Indies has been superb.
Now he's bowled. So Miller gets his fourth wicket to finish off. 4 for 43. 205 for 8 with 1 over remaining. Creamer 17 from 17 deliveries. That big hit for 6 carried Zimbabwe across the 200 mark, but he just missed this one.
He's held his line, hasn't he? He's kept it going, that leg stump line, or just outside leg stump. This one turns and hit the stumps. He just missed it a few balls before this, but he's bowled well. Creamer had some good strikes. 17 he's gone for. It's 205 for 8.
Last over, Kemar Roach. Ray Price has come in at number 10, one higher than his usual station.
Well, he's in because Creamer gave it one too many. He had some gaps on the offside and he went for it. He just struck a 6 down the ground. Miller was chuffed. It's Roach once again. He's bowled brilliantly, has Roach. 2 for 37 in his 9.2 overs. A 6 over third man, which could have quite easily been caught. Another boundary down to third man. The guys really haven't got the measure of him, but they certainly didn't get the measure of this man, Miller. He bowled beautifully.
Leg stump out of the ground. Well, Price could have no other option, really. Looking for a big hit. And Roach on the theory that when you miss, I hit. And he's hit the leg stump. His third wicket now, 206 for 9.
He's been good. He really has. From the first ball of the day, he's running hard, hit the deck hard. Not a pitch that helps a fast bowler, but really he's been brilliant. He's quick. And he's got rid of Price. Price has gone for a duck. It's 206 for 9.
Your batsman is Chris Mpofu. Tall, slim, probably the tallest man in the Zimbabwean side. And misses it. Just misses the off stump. Tall and slim.
And look at that twinkle in the eye and that big smile. I tell you what, he's a character, is Chris. Full of life is Chris Mpofu. He's come into the side. And top score of 4. And he's there because of this. Ray Price tried to give it a heave-ho. But Roach, too good for him.
Now, a run-out opportunity.
Oh, he's gone. The fielding's been good. Everything's been good. Is Chris gone? I think he's gone. He just wanted to get himself off strike, get a skipper onto strike. Gale swooped on it quickly. And the stumps are broken. Watch how simply Chris Gale does it. There's no ways that Chris will get back in time. Certainly he's on his way, so that's the end of the Zimbabwe innings. Chris Mpofu will run out with that score.
So Chris Gale will be happier than he was the other day. Question is whether he will be happy at the close of play. They have 207 to win. They've got all 50 overs. There's the card. Zimbabwe, a rocky start for them. Sabanda, the top scorer on Thursday with 95. Brundle in the first over by the athleticism of Roach, following through and then breaking the stumps with an underarm return. Mazakadze, key man for Zimbabwe, caught on the third man boundary off Roach. Taylor batted well for his 47. Taibu always threatening. And Taylor, one of 4 wickets for Miller. Miller's best return in one-day internationals. And then Chikumbura, good hitter with a half century. They're the partnerships. 73 between Chikumbura and Lamb, and earlier Taibu and Taylor put on 59. The West Indies never lost their focus. There's the bowling. Roach 3 for 37, and also a run out. Credit that to him as well. And then Miller 4 for 43. So the West Indies must feel now that they're in a good position, in a very good position, to level the series.
Gale goes immediately after that, just over the head of the man at backward point. There's a catch of the man out there. Couple of runs for Chris Gale.
Well, he's not planning to hang around. He's after the first delivery. Maybe just a little turn. And enough back to get it over the man at backward point.
Gets hold of that one though. Maximum.
Just seemed to flick this, didn't he? Didn't give it too much of a wind up. There's no one out there.
That's too short. Should go all the way. It does.
Just an idea of how slow this surface is. This just sets up for Bharat. Good effort in the end, but just not enough from Masakatsa.
That was close. That was close. It would have been interesting if he had hit.
So Chikumbura, it appears. Direct hit would have been tricky. Might just have made it. Or maybe not.
Has gone right up. Should be caught. Dropped. Matsa Kanere, the man out there.
Wasn't there for a long time. And to let it get a little bit behind him, didn't get as close to it as he should have. But should have been taken. So a life for Bharat.
Lofted just over his head.
Now this could get interesting. Didn't look in control of that one, Chris Gale.
That's 4. That big heavy bat.
Just don't want to be giving Chris Gale any room to use his arms. Because when he drops this big weapon on it,
Zimbabwe didn't quite make it to 50 overs. They fell one delivery short of batting through the 50 over allocated. Is that a wide, or did it touch something? Came off the pad, so won't be called a wide. Got hold of that one, and the man is in front of square, so he has no chance.
This doesn't seem to hit the ball very hard this game, but the timing, that's where it all comes from.
Slight change of angle there for Ray Price. He's now fractionally behind the square. Don't want to be giving him room outside the off stump.
And even though the ball is keeping a little bit low scale, just dropping that bat on it, give himself enough room to get it square. Once he beats that infield, it's all over.
Lofted, no long off. Whether it goes all the way or not, it's safe. But it does go all the way.
It's so much more difficult for a spin bowler when a batsman is prepared to use his feet. Straight through the line of that, going, gone.
Outside edge, which would bring out at least a run. Coming back for the second, Chris Gayle. So a very expensive over that. All of 16 runs coming from it. It's 4-4 without lost West Indies. Not proven to be too fluent at the crease at the moment, Adrian Barra, but with Chris Gayle going at the rate at which he's going, he doesn't have to worry. That's close. It's coming back and it's gone. It was pad first.
The quicker delivery from Ray Price. Just came in with the arm barat, opening up to try to cut. This was onto him very quickly. Definitely pad first. May have been hit fractionally outside off, but angled in, would have hit the stumps. And umpire Toffel sends him away for 7. It's 44-1.
One of the new men coming into the team today. Didn't play on Thursday. David Bernard comes in at number 3. This will be his 15th ODI.
Brilliant stumping to 10 the Taibu. It's a wide, but he's going to be gone. Wide called. That's a brilliant piece of work by Taibu.
He's quick when he's running in between the wickets, and he's quick when he's behind the stumps as well. They are all satisfied that they have got their man. The replays will tell the full story. I suspect he was a bit late in trying to get back here, David Bernard. He's gone. Even when he tried to get back, he wasn't in. The only problem could have been if Tetenda Taibu took the bails off too quickly. His foot is still though, it's gone out, definitely. It was over the line, but nothing grounded behind the line when the bails were disturbed. And that was quick. Gone.
Yeah, I think a number of the spectators were thrown by the wide call, figuring, well, since it was a wide, he couldn't be out, but that's not the case. Out, stumped off a wide. Bernard goes for 1. Quick breakthrough for Zimbabwe after the break. 47 for 2. Big welcome for Shivnaran Chandapol here from his hometown crowd. What a record this man has. 1994, age of 19, came into the West Indies team for the first time. 254th one-day international for him. Over 8,000 runs, and here's a stumping. Overbalanced, out goes that back foot, tried to get back, no way. And how quick is that?
I was thinking that perhaps he was a bit too quick and that he had taken the bails off before the foot had actually gone out of the crease. But although it was grounded when the bails came off, it was grounded outside the crease in front of that line. And then it was even lifted again after that.
Well, I suppose with Zimbabwe not playing Test cricket and not one of the fashionable teams in the international game, but Titende Club has got to be one of the best keepers in international cricket, and has been for a long time. Had his ups and downs with the board in Zimbabwe. Beautiful piece of bowling by Price. Maybe Chandapol just playing a little hide and seek with him. 47 for 2 after 10. Lamb bowled really well on Thursday, and it started extremely well here as well.
This was a good delivery. Pitched in line and straightened, but missing off stump.
Just always finds a gap. Did it so simply. That's a couple. Get off the mark now.
He just uses his wrists so well, Shivnaran Chandapol. Just to maneuver the ball into the gaps. Look at him opening the face of the bat there and just making sure that he found the gap to the right of the man at extra cover.
And also waiting for the ball to get to him. Yeah, but you can see the point that Chris Gayle has made, that these Zimbabweans are enjoying these conditions. Gayle himself today bowled 10 overs. One of the rare occasions we've seen him bowl his allocated amount.
Getting some good drift as well, Prosper would say. Bowling from the media centre end. That was a close call. I think what would have saved Chris Gayle is the fact that he's a big man. He stretches a long way down the wicket when he comes forward. Pitched in line, which is important. It's straightened. Perhaps had a chance of going past the off stump.
Zimbabwe, a slow but steady progression up to their 206. West Indies have been stalled here, and their two major batsmen, Gayle and Chandapol, find it difficult to score. Difficult even to survive, and that's well played by Gayle. Run it down towards third man. Price will get onto it, but they should come for a third. They do.
Using the pace of Greg Lamb, because as I said earlier on, he's not giving the ball much air at all. Lamb is pushing it through. So there's enough pace there for Chris Gayle to use it and just open the face of the bat and slide it down towards the third man region.
Tuck that away as well, just offline, and Chandapol gets it away. Come for a second. Just anything which is slightly off, these two can take advantage of it. That's the experience.
And that's all they pretty much need to do for the time being. Required run rate is still just over 4 runs per over. Still manageable.
That'll be a wide as well down the leg side. I don't think it came from anything. And it goes for 4, and it's wide, so that counts for 5, and this is a productive over for the West Indies. Well down the leg side. Taibu didn't get around in time to make the save. He went through his legs, just outside of his legs.
Well, the bowler wouldn't mind that. Used his feet, just got to the pitch and just pushed it for the single. Lam has shown that he's a good all-round player. This time with Hampshire, what not as hot, but it should certainly spun in England. What did that carry? Just in front, hit the boot.
What was that? Oh, did he just hit his pads? I think he's missed it. Off the pad, straight in, straight out. Yeah, I don't think he got an edge.
Great tactical battle continues. Important runs here by the West Indies. And via leg buys, but it all adds to the West Indies cause. Nice 206.
Oh, but there we are, Chris Gale.
That's it. Gale's 50. And a little jog, not rushing to the other end. He knew he had time. A little wave with the bat. First to his team and then around the ground. Standing tall and leading from the front. First with the ball and then with the bat.
He's been asking questions all the time, has Lam. Pitched on straight, and it turned. Has it turned too much? Has it bounced too much? It was a big appeal from Tatenda Taibu. I'm not sure if Lam gave a big appeal, but this looks pretty close. Oh, is it a bit high? Take a look at it from the side. Oh, maybe clipping the top of the bails, Reds, I'm not sure. But it's straight. Maybe a little bit high. But it's a big wicket of Chanderpaul. He's on his way. He's gone for 10. It's 82 for 3.
Fletcher replacing Chanderpaul. Very interesting decision. Just might have been a trifle high. Was pitched on. Didn't really spin a lot. But umpire thought that it was low enough. So Fletcher now comes out after doing a fairly good job with the gloves. A stroke player, failed in the 2020.
A good over comes to an end. Take a look at this. The drift in, the pitch in, straight in, back leg. Just straight away my feeling is too high, Reds. Even though it's dead straight, I think it just feels too high, initial feeling, but anyway. Chanderpaul's been given out LBW. Lamb's had a good spell so far. He's bowled his 7 overs. He's got the 1 wicket of Chanderpaul, 19 runs.
Whatever you may think, the scoreboard will say that tomorrow, and Zimbabwe would have felt they'd just have a little flicker of hope. Only needing 207, but the captain for the West Indies is still there.
Misstumped again. Was he bowled? No, he's misstumped. 2 and 2 overs. Cream has beaten the bat of Gale. Has he got some dip on this, or was it turned on him through the inside? A definite misstumping chance. Gale's gone for the drive, walked past it. Tatenda Taibu thinks he's got it, he doesn't have it. Gale survives another chance. Crucial period this. Bowled him, got him, was it the googly? But he's bowled well, he really has bowled well. Goodness me. Fletcher's gone, bowled by Creamer. He's got this one to go through the gate. Straight away, I'm telling you now that, oh, it is beautifully bowled by Creamer. Leg spinning, but he's bowled the googly as well. Wonderful bowling by Creamer. Zimbabwe on a bit of fire here. Fletcher's gone for a duck. It's 85 for 4.
Narsingh Dino Ryan, who ran himself out in the first ODI after looking good, now comes in at a very crucial time. Good play of spin. Well, anyone growing up in Guyana and making the Guyana team will always get a diet of spin. But comprehensively bowled there, Fletcher. And he is being very positive. He gets very quickly into his wicket using his feet, and all of a sudden the crowd coming back alive again. By nature, stroke player, had one or two very good knocks against a strong Australian attack in Australia, and looking for prominence in a West Indies side in both forms of the game, Test and One Day.
Well, he batted very well on Thursday, didn't he, in the first ODI before he ran himself out, but he does, he looks the part, strikes the ball clean, runs hard. But West Indies need him now, need him to hang around there with Chris Gale. Oh, wonderful drive through extra cover. He's not going to pick up the boundary, just two, but he's coming positive straight away. Zimbabwe attacking with a lot of guys around the bat, so there are gaps for him to find, and he certainly has. First two balls, 2 twos.
The Babi attack has got to deal with 2 left-handers now. Decision time for the Zimbabwe captain.
Straight down the ground.
But clean hit by Dino Ryan, who started an aggressive ball, and himself and his captain probably working to a plan that had a little bit of air and getting to the pitch and going through with the shot. Well put away.
The important thing there for Dino Ryan was that he was hitting straight down the ground. So even if he didn't carry it all the way, there was no way anyone was going to be taking that catch. You won't find too many fielders behind the umpire. That's gone through the mid-wicket region this time. It falls short and trickles into the boundary ropes.
I'm almost afraid to say the drought is broken. Well, the drought at Providence, that we say, to the Caribbean and to Guyana. But Dino Ryan really all of a sudden pushing on.
Too much width. Should get back for the second.
Very attractive player, Narsingh Dino Ryan. I think this was first seen when he was selected for the Guyana under 19. He looked promising then. He hasn't really cemented his place for various reasons in the West Indies side. And I think he has certainly demonstrated, suggesting maybe a closer line.
Called a wide.
Well, might be considered slow, but very vital for the West Indies that when Dino Ryan came, he stayed with his captain.
That's 4.
Well, different type of stroke play there. Almost leaning back and hitting that. A lot of shoulders, good timing, punching that away. And really it's been quite a good performance. He started well in the first ODI, and then he ran himself out after looking almost set. All of a sudden, Mike, the tempo was certainly picked up in the last 2 overs.
Not too sure that this is a good idea for Prosper. Would say it, we're bringing the quicker bowlers on. They had a good over against the spinners, but I'm not too sure that quicker men won't help them more, the West Indies batsmen. It's 140 for 4. Lofted out into the extra cover region, just wide of the man at long off. Couldn't get there.
Attacked it badly. Seemed to be uncertain whether it will carry first of all, move to his right and then start to run back. But there was a touch of danger momentarily.
Didn't get his angles quite right there, Hamilton Mazakatsa. Should have been thinking about getting to the ropes first, and then if anything, if he got there early to attack the ball afterwards. He attacked the ball first. That's 4. Lofted over extra cover. Point won't get there.
Well, what a change a couple of overs can make. A tremendous tactical battle between the two sides, and all of a sudden the West Indies patience and breaking free as Gale broke free on that occasion.
Well, believe it or not, that's Chris Gale's first boundary since lunch. Just 9 overs bowled before lunch, so this is the 32nd over to be bowled after lunch. He went 80 deliveries without a boundary. That's another one. One bounce, I would think, yes. So 15 runs coming off that over. I thought the quicker bowlers would have made it easier for the West Indies. It's 163 for 4.
This man, he's really curbed his natural temperament, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, and that's what's so great about Chris Gale. He really had a go at his own players after the loss the other day. Had a go at about the administrators, about the pitches they play on. But what he's done, he's put that all behind him and really got stuck in and shown his younger players, actually, sometimes you've got to curb your inhibitions and really hang in there and do what you need to do. And he's a talented man, dude. Wonderful reverse sweep from him.
Well, he was just waiting to get his nose ahead, and now he's opening up, Chris Gale. You could see that he'd set his stall to bat all the overs, to bat straight to the end, and now he's got his nose in front, and out come the reverse sweep, and who knows what.
Well, that moves him on to 88 off 110, and he's just a talented guy, really is. He can do just about anything. There we go, got him! I tell you what, Zimbabwe needed a wicket, and they got the wicket. They've got Chris Gale, just as we were talking about him. Could this be a turning point for them, dudes? It's a big wicket for Zimbabwe. Gale's on his way.
Yes, went down. He'd been wanting to do this for some time, you could see. Really played outside the line of that one. Genuine leg break, and The scale goes for 88 for West Indies, 168 for 5. Well, there it is. The West Indies need 39 more to win from 49 balls. Just lost the wicket of Chris Gayle, and Kieran Pollard has come to the wicket to join Narsingh Deonarine. Pollard disappointing so far on the tour. An opportunity for him here to take things home. This is how Chris Gayle got out. It's not exactly done and dusted.
That's right, and they've got all the spinners, haven't they, the Zimbabweans? And not easy, Jeff, just to come in here and face these spinners who are getting quite a bit of turn.
Well, that'll be the key man, and he's got that through. Does it have enough legs to get all the way? Yes, it does. 4 more to Narsingh Deonarine.
Duji's batted well, he really has. He's come in and hit the ball clean from the word go, and you just said he likes these conditions. He's used to batting in turning conditions. He's moved his feet well, and he's found the gaps. Prosper Sayed back into the attack, and first up he just gets clouted for 4. He's got the fielders in the ring, now he pushes them back.
Played a lot of regional cricket. It's in the air, and it's well over the long on boundary. That's a 6.
Oh, did he mean that, Jeff? I don't know if he meant that. Powerful hit of the ball, but what a way to get off the mark. Just a little nudge with the wrist.
Well, if he didn't mean it, the bat meant it. Just a little flick. He's a big, powerful man with a big, heavy bat. And there it goes. And now the equation gets even more in West Indies' favour. 27 from 40 balls.
That's a big pressure releaser, isn't it, for the West Indies? But what a strike. I'll tell you what, as he hit that, you saw his face. I don't know if he knew that he got the whole thing and knew it was going for 6, but wow, it did sail over that boundary. More control that time down the ground, easy single. Sure, he struck that clean, Jeff. I still can't believe it. That was just a nudge.
Awful striker of the ball. That's what he's made his reputation off of. He's gotten a single, got Narsingh Deonarine on strike. He's on 49. This would be a well-deserved half century if he gets it. Profitable over for the West Indies, 8 off it so far. 2 deliveries to go. This Creamer's final over.
This crowd that's coming now are really enjoying this, aren't they? The local boys scoring some runs, and it's a real tense finish, but they just seem to be edging ahead of the West Indies.
A misfield and turns out into a very easy single. Narsingh Deonarine goes to his half century, and his home crowd and teammates showing their appreciation.
In the side now and just striking it clean. This is Taylor. Oh, that was a gift. Oh, that was a gift. Deonarine's not going to miss out on that. It just punches it away for 4.
Not the time to be bowling a loosener for Brendan Taylor. Full toss. And Deonarine was just waiting on it. This now would be his highest score in ODIs. He's gone for that one, and it's straight down the throat of long on. Sibanda didn't have to move very far, right in his lap, and Pollard goes when he didn't have to do anything but just knock it around. Have to wonder sometimes what these guys are thinking about.
Well, Deja, I didn't think he hit that 6 that he did deliberately. And he got away with it first up for 6. And now this one, just a very soft dismissal. Pollard not taking the responsibility, putting pressure on the next batsman coming in. He's gone for 7. It's 187 for 6.
Darren Sammy is the new batsman. Replaces Kieran Pollard. Look at his career, an average of 22. Only played 33 matches. He's up-and-coming player, Darren Sammy. He's got 1 half-century.
Oh, Jeff, that was a big shot again. Did that turn too much height? Sammy first up. What was Pollard thinking?
Well, this is Pollard. Hit it straight down the throat of long on. Sammy off the mark. Well, after what happened in the first ODI, Jono, if I was Kieran Pollard, I'd have gone around the back of the dressing room and changed around there. You know, out the back.
Well, the thing was, Chris Gale was sitting right up front. Look at him, he's there. You've got to walk up those stairs. If I was Pollard, I'd walk the opposite direction towards us. Gale is going to be right in his eyesight when he walks up those stairs.
Last ball, dot ball, 45 bowled, 188 for 6.
Chris Gale still with his pads on. No energy to unbuckle those straps. Get the feeling if the West Indies don't get these other 15 runs that Chris Gale will spend the night right there.
Well, the look on the West Indies captain's face when West Indies lost Powell, I think, told the story. And he will not take it off maybe until the winning run. A lot depending on Dean Ryan being in strike. Sammy has just come in and so simply to try and rotate the strike. But Dean Ryan has really played a great supporting hand here to his captain, much in contrast. But Zimbabwe must be given credit for really fighting hard for a fairly moderate total.
Still a few fielders being moved around. Mazakats are being moved from backward point down to fine leg. Ray Price, the man going at that backward point position, or almost a short third man, you could say. So Darren Sammy on strike. Down the leg side.
Vital experience not there for Zimbabwe with the bowling coming from the player's end. Sammy is very intelligent cricketer, had a lot of experience in England and just needs to rotate the strike.
That's gone a long way up. Will it fall short? Yes, it does. Not too sure that was the best bit of judgment though from Mazakatsa. Should have raced in and taken that catch.
Lady Luck just running there with Darren Sammy. And for a moment, I think it was really touch and go, but didn't attack it initially and was stretching.
Well, that's 2 more for the West Indies, 2 less for them to make, but that was just good fortune, not good planning. Still not too sure that I'll be bowling the inexperienced Mpofu at this stage though. 26 runs coming off his bowling so far. Short again. Sammy on top of this one, sitting down on it, so just a single. So many options open to Prosper Utsea. Look at all those bowlers. Only 3 of them have completed. We expect that Price will as well. But Chigumbura in particular, I think, could do a bit more bowling. Just 2 overs for 9 runs.
Much more better shot selection there by Sammy. Turning the wrist and keeping it down. Handing the strike back to Dana Ryan, who's a good finisher.
Watching him in these last couple of games, Reds, I think he's a good starter, good middle and good finish. I think he could be a good player. Still moving around the field. Prosper Utsea, in conjunction with his bowler, moving. I think about 4 different fielders have been moved since that last delivery. Another man comes onto the onside.
Just to add to the tension and the drama as the shadows start to lengthen. Well, that's where he should be. Right up in the crease area. Close to the line of the off stump. But Dana Ryan is gifted with excellent stroke play. Both off the back foot, off front foot. Very mature knock by him.
Good stop. Taylor, the man there at extra cover. $11 runs from 20 deliveries. That's what's needed by the West Indies.
Important from the West Indies point of view that Dana Ryan is there right until the end. Sammy just needs to give as much support as possible, not look to play too many big shots. He's just come in, but to turn the strike over. Both good runners between the wicket. Communication needed.
Pads are off. He found some energy, Chris Gale. Another change in the field. 3rd man comes up. That means long off goes back. It's gone on to the onside though. Long on is the man coming into play. It's long off who has to come to do the cleaning up though. Long on fumbled.
Vital second run. Dana Ryan initially trying to bisect the 2 men deep. One straighter, one wider. But happy to be back for the second. And that fumble that Zimbabwe can ill afford now. West Indies inching up towards that 200 mark. 207, the magical total.
Well done. Well played by Dana Ryan, just dropping it out onto the offside, gets a single to put himself back on strike for the next over. It's 199 for 6.
Clever, one of the best left arm spinners in the world, and any version of the game.
Well, Ray Price doesn't like the field that he has got. He's asking Prosper Utsea to bring the long off up inside the circle and push the mid-wicket back on to the ropes. He's spinning the ball towards the left-hander's legs, of course, so it's a lot easier for the left-hander to hit towards the onside. That's why he's looking for a bit more protection over there. Straight down the ground. Well played again from Dana Ryan. It won't get to the boundary. Oh, it does. pulled it back, Matza Canary, but just succeeded in pull it back onto his leg, which then bounced it back into the ropes.
Brave batting here by Dina Ryan. Challenged by Price to go over the top. He brought the long off in, and Dina Ryan bit the ball, took the challenge. Confidence really oozing here at Providence and hitting that high and almost clearing the rope initially.
Finally, the signal comes from umpire Simon Toffel, who had to wait on the television replay umpire to confirm that it was a boundary. Just 4 more needed by the West Indies, and they have all of 17 deliveries in which to get them.
And Dana Ryan finish it now for the West Indies in this over. Price hasn't given up yet.
Single down to long on. Puts Darren Sammy on strike.
This crowd at Providence is alive. Very different from the atmosphere and the ambiance about an hour ago, when it was like hard going with singles, no boundaries at all. And then all of a sudden, first the Ryan, then Gale, breaking free, expressing themselves, bringing joy to West Indian supporters. It's going to be a happy camp tonight, I'm sure, if they go on.
This will be a good way for them to start the weekend, the Guyanese supporters. That's 4, I think. That could be the end of the game. Well, Darren Sammy thinks so. He just struck it and turned his back and headed towards the pavilion. So they are home, the West Indies, and they still have 2 overs and 1 delivery to go. A few smiles up there on the balcony. I wonder if the captain is smiling it. That one isn't. Prosper would say this Zimbabwe captain, West Indies captain, just might be able to squeeze a smile at this stage.
Well, he wouldn't be as disappointed as he was when we came here on Thursday. Said what he had to say, made a statement, and certainly indicated his disappointment. And now they go to St. Vincent, at least 1-all. Sammy finishing it for the West Indies, and he himself would be pleased about that. But outstanding bowling performance. Roach, Penn, and Gale himself. Then the batting of Gale and Dina Ryan.
You were talking about droughts earlier on, Reds. Well, this is the breaking of the drought for the West Indies. This is their first victory in the last 15 ODIs. The last time the West Indies won an ODI was at Sabina Park on June 28, 2009. Since then, they lost 12 and they had 2 no results. So this is a welcome change for the West Indies team. Series now level at 1-all. 3 more ODIs to come, starting off. Well, all 3 are in St. Vincent. They start off on Wednesday in St. Vincent, but all 3 will be there, so there'll be 2. They have had 2 here in Guyana and 3 in St. Vincent.
This has been a Fox Sports presentation.